What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all know
Hey, everybody.
y'all know what this is here. This Bush.
I'm Lisa Lou.
And this is what's shaking with the bushes. So today we're gonna talk about what?
The dangers of self-perception.
Okay. So before we do into that, you already know the Bible verse. Let's get it. We're coming out of Ephesians 4 and verse 32. Read. And be ye kind one to another, tender hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you.
Be kind and loving to each other. Forgive each other the same as God forgave you through Christ. Amen.
Amen. So, let's get into it then.
What's been going on?
The week has been weakened. When I say the week has been weakened,
It's been weekend. It's terrible.
it's been a long week. It's been long week. It feel like today is not Sunday.
What did we say last week? It was Wednesday like 3 times.
Yeah, it was. What was it? Tuesday. It was when. What happened this week?
Was,
I know I got a bunch of interviews.
Yeah.
You know, some jobs called me. Basically, I'm gonna give you a rundown real fast. One job called me, and it was like for a painter position because I paint and that's what I do. That's what I do, right? So anyway, so they was like they looking for a painter. I'm like, all right, cool, boom. I put the application in, get an interview, go over there, and basically, make a long story short, I'm not gonna do that because what they was talking about was not safe for me. Dude told me in the interview, yeah, we didn't had the place and burned down a couple of times. What? Oh no.
Red flag.
No. And then I shook the man's hand. He was
nubby.
Nubby. All these was here, but that was gone. And that's another flag. I said, no, I'm cool. And then what another one just kind of triggered it is big stuff. Like how he described to me, he said, what's that one place? That golf course. No, it's a golf course. What is that? Top Golf. Basically the nets.
Oh.
And it's going to be the poles that's hold the nets together or to be the pieces that I would be painting. And they had it on a step type of situation, like a step. So I have to go underneath one, spray that one, go under. There's a lot of ducking up and moving motions. And as soon as he started telling me that, my back instantly got hurty. I said, oh no, this is not for me. I'm trying to
just picture it. It's like, why do you have to do all of that to paint stuff instead of painting it before they put it in place?
You got to paint it before you put it in place because you can't really paint nothing while you're installing it. It's not one of them situations because they got to dig the hole probably for the poles to go in the ground. Then they got to stand the poles up. So it'd be difficult for somebody to try to paint it while it's in the field because you have to get a scaffold and then
so it's not in the field. You be going up under stuff.
Yep, in the shop, in that warehouse, and it was so dangerous. Like they was moving things with big ass cranes. I mean, huge cranes.
I don't even want to say I want to see it to believe it.
I'm cool. I'm cool. So after that, a couple hours passed by. I picked the wife up from work. Another job called. Hey, we want you to come on through. I'm like, oh, okay then. When we start? Monday. Come in Monday, and we see your experience. Just come on in. We see your experience in the resume. Just come on in. Okay.
Boom. So here we are.
So we're gonna see what this be like. We're gonna find out. So that's pretty much how my week went, I think.
And these doggone kids, man.
Oh,
my nerves have been bad all week long. It's just been a lot of tests with my job. Because I'm getting ready to leave soon.
Yep.
They don't even know it yet, but I'm getting ready to bounce out on that ass. I've been there for 12 years, I think. The reason why I stayed, I need my benefits. I don't want to let my benefits go. I got comfortable, I'll admit that. But yeah, benefits, that shit's hard because I need my health insurance and life insurance stuff and prescription stuff is expensive.
It is.
I'm tired. And they keep on putting all this stupid work and different rules and stuff on me, but you don't want to pay me for what I'm doing for y'all. but y'all want to give our bonuses based on who we bring on to the company. It's like, why don't you just pay the workers? Give us the money.
That goes along to what we're finna talk about. Because remember, y'all, May is Mental Awareness Month.
Yes.
Ha ha! You see what I did there? And please don't forget to go get this merch. Subscribe.
Yes, make sure y'all subscribe to this show on YouTube.
Yes, we're on YouTube. What's it? Shaking with the Bushes?
What's Shaking with the Bushes?
Of course.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook if you want to.
Hey, look, I'm finna start working, fam. So y'all need to jump on this bandwagon of getting this bush with a brush.
Yeah,
because today's price is not
definitely not gonna.
Hell no. If I'm working, right? Just hear this now real quick for me. Pay attention. If I'm working, don't think that I'm gonna be like, oh well, yeah, you're gonna come over after work. No, no. I'm gonna squeeze you in on the weekend. Yeah, you had your chance. You had your chance.
Study long, study wrong.
Boom. And there it is.
Y'all call me. I'm gonna tell you like it is. No. You got Saturday. Saturday only. Sunday is Saturday.
Yep.
Like y'all had to check. Why black people always want to do that to other black people? Just think like, oh, well, he ain't working or whatever. So I'm just gonna wait until I feel like it.
I think because they feel like, oh, well, since he's not working, he got time. But they don't know that because I'm not working don't mean that I'm not trying to figure out a way to get some money or get a job or do something of that, you know what I'm saying, magnitude.
Time don't wait on nobody.
No. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and jump onto this now. So,
all right, y'all. So, since we have called ourselves the Trailblazers of Transparency,
right,
we've decided to touch on the issues of the mind from our point of view, hit y'all with a smidget of scientifics, and give y'all some insights on some of our personal experiences. Okay, this is just for this month to start. We ain't finna do this all the time, but y'all know how we do. Anyway,
we might not. We're gonna keep it real in the battlefield. Continue.
So, before we get too deep into our heads, today's episode is just going to scratch the surface, and we're going to talk about self-esteem, self-perception, and the perception of other people.
Come on with that.
Okay, we got some extremely hot conversations ahead of us, and we don't want y'all to miss it. So like we said, if you're watching, hit the subscribe button.
Please.
Turn your notification bells on.
Come on, man.
Follow us on all podcast platforms.
Yeah,
y'all
but
don't want to miss it,
my thing is, though, if you don't like it, don't listen. But if you like it, listen. Hit that like button, subscribe. Even if, let me go back to my old school way. Hit the bing with the bow to get the boom to the bam.
Like he said, for real. Tell your friends about it. Don't be scared.
Hey, share it too. There ain't nothing. But let's get into this here. So
the other day, I was scrolling and I came across a stat on Facebook, and it read, and I quote,
here we go.
I hate I'm a CNASB. Like your MF point, holla at me when you get your RN. You like the bottom of my shoe right now, little puppy. Fuck out my face. Now, excuse my French, y'all.
Wow.
Now, the person that wrote the stat is kind of known for doing to me, a lot of negative commentary. Like, if it's just unnecessary to say that. And yeah, their family, they're the same way. But anyway, and I looked at it, I was like, damn, why come people just can't be happy with their positions that they in, you know, and you don't have to say, oh, well, you're beneath me, basically. And then I thought about it again from a different way. I was like, well, I get it. Like, if you're not the level above me, you can't tell me what to do. Like, you're not the supervisor. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. But I don't think other people understand what you're saying.
But
like, what you mean. Like,
why is it that we can't accept guidance or advice from our peers or even people like somewhat underneath us?
Meaning like somebody younger than us?
Like,
or not in the same...
For example, I'm an LPN and a CNA come and tell me something. You can't tell me shit because you're not an RN. You can't tell me what to do. But we can learn from everybody. Right? And And the thing that bothers me is the same person, like, they follow a bunch of people, or they clicked up with a bunch of people, and y'all only look up to like celebrities or people with a whole lot of money and stuff. So I guess
because the image, why they look up to those people like that, because they got an image that they're trying to portray.
Okay.
And they're basically acting like that. This is what my opinion, this is how I feel about it. When a person always want to share a celebrity status and don't want to share somebody else's status that they see is saying something real, because they feel like the celebrity is going to see them.
And they ain't go, they don't even look at their comments. Like,
That's
y'all
what
on there
I'm
wishing
saying.
Jamie Foxx or somebody happy birthday. Like,
These
this nigga don't see you.
That's why I be trying to don't understand. That's why you don't see me heavy on this damn internet shit, because it's pointless. It's all a show. It's all like back being in high school, pretty much. Like, you got to be a part of the cool clique, or you're not in the cool clique.
And they're not even in a cool clique. Like, y'all clique is imaginary.
And that's the thing. So people mental, making them think, oh, well, if I continue to portray this role of this certain person or act a certain way, then I will get this certain result. But all and still, you're still not doing nothing to make yourself being seen.
Like, I guess I feel like it ain't about being seen, but I guess the people who are on their own personal road to success and small accomplishments, it made me feel like, damn, they don't count for nothing until you make it.
But they do.
I know it. I know.
Most people don't. They don't see what it takes. Most people want the end result and not the hard work to get to the end result. Because if you think about that, the end result is the end. Everything you learn to get to that is the fun part. People might say it's stressful and, oh, well, this is too hard for me, so I'm going to stop.
Like, the journey is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Excuse my French again.
It's going to be hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, everybody would be successful. So, like, it just won't make sense. But I asked myself the question after reading that stat. Mind you, I still love that person who wrote it. You know what I'm saying? I love them dearly. It was thought-provoking to me.
Okay.
So I asked Google. I say, Google, what makes people look down on others? And Google gave me an answer from Northern Beaches Christian School, and it said, it starts with the perception of self. Before we judge others...
Slow down.
What?
Slow down. We gotta go one by one. How many? You say you got three? Let's do one by one.
I'm not on three. I'm up here. Let me read it, babe. Let me read.
I don't, you know.
Before we judge others, we may look at ourselves, our strengths, shortcomings, reactions, and biases.
And that's what Google's saying. And it's saying, hold on. You said three things?
I'm right here. It says we may look at ourselves, our strengths, shortcomings, reactions, and biases. Okay, so then I asked, is self-perception the same thing as self-esteem?
No.
Okay.
No. The reason why I say no, because your perception is things that you see.
Okay.
It's visually. Your esteem is something that you walk around in, and your confidence and how you think and how you react to things.
Okay, well, you just say right. So I got self-perception includes two core processes. This is the scientific facts I was talking about.
Then.
The picture of what we have in our heads of who we are and our self-esteem, or how we judge or evaluate our traits, the traits that we have.
So my question is, so what do you think about how when you put a stat up or you say something out there in the internet world and people comment with a negative comment, or kind of like one of them comments that's like what you said, basically, on how a person
what did
can
I say?
Let
me go and read it verbatim for y'all, because
because you know what I'm saying, like a person you can say one thing and then they comment really.
Here we go. I got it. I said, be proud of your accomplishments, no matter how small it is. It's always going to be a hater saying it ain't good enough. It's true.
Right.
So And thanks to Big Brother Corey, he the one who commented on there and said, talk about it on the podcast. That's why I'm talking about it right now.
So, and that's my thing. Like, so my thing is, what do people expect?
Like from...
Period. Like, what do they expect to get? Like, you know what I mean? Like, us, for example, we're doing this podcast and we're trying to generate views and people to share it and things of that nature, and we still not getting those things, right?
I guess my expectations is to reach people that may have the same views or thoughts and opinions that we have, or the same struggles or real life situations that we have as, you know, Black people. But I don't take what we do. I don't want us to be doing this to look for to get 150,000 followers.
No,
like
we're not looking
or it's for us to get rich. I said if we can reach one person, we done did what we were supposed to do. Just like that.
Yeah.
Where's we at?
So that's what you thinking, huh?
Yeah, I'm not even.
I get that script junk.
No, I'm trying.
You're throwing me off. You're just reading from the. It's not coming from the old ticker.
It is coming from the old ticker. That's why I wrote it down, my love.
I know, but it's like you just. I got questions and we just like flying through it like we're reading a book.
I don't think we're flying. I'm trying to get to the point. That's all.
Okay, all right. Because I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure we stand on. Because there was questions early up here in the beginning that we didn't even about how you said.
I didn't have no questions.
I know. We didn't get into the point of the self-esteem. I wanted to try to talk about, what was it?
It's down here.
Okay, fine. Hey, y'all see what I'm saying? You love this.
I work hard on these notes and all of this stuff here, y'all. Like, I sat up late one night and wrote this stuff out for us to do. And we just be all over the place. Like, you got to try to trust me sometimes when I write this. Don't be talking about, well, let's go back up here. No, I wrote it like this for a reason.
This is why we call it "was shaking with the budgets," because I be shaking it up.
Like, Lord have mercy.
Shaking it up. Okay. Continue,
I'm sensitive about my crafts. Like, yeah.
All right.
All right. So wait a minute. Where was we at? So we said what self-perception included. Mm-hmm. It was the picture we have in our heads of who we are, and our self-esteem, or how we judge and evaluate these traits. Right.
Hold on. Now you said this is where was you at? Right here.
I was right here.
So where you pictures in our heads of who we are.
Right.
Boom. We know who we are.
Okay.
Thing is, I don't think people in the world, you know what I'm saying, really understand who we are. And the perception that they trying to put off on us is not what we are. It's weird.
See, that's the last question. What is the perception we have of ourselves?
Oh, well, shoot then. The perception.
Let me give the people the knowledge, a little bit of it, okay? We got to build up to that. Okay? Now.
I'm not finna try to help them climax. I already climaxed.
You gonna get a damn whooping.
Hey, I'm grown around these parts.
Watch what happens when we turn this camera
over. Don't do that. Keep the camera rolling so they can see
it. They can't watch that.
They
Now, according to psychologist Carl Rogers, now I went into the. I said in my head I should have went into psych because this subject interests me, and I did take a class on this, so I do know a little bit of what I'm talking about. I don't have a degree in it, but I know how to read. But anyway, according to Carl Rogers, okay, you have the 3 categories of self-perception. This is because I get deep in the rabbit hole when I start looking at stuff. Okay, you have your ideal self, which is your vision and ambition of who you want to be. Mm-hmm. You have self-image, which is how you currently see and perceive yourself now. And self-esteem, how much worth and value you believe you have, right? So, question 1. Why don't we normalize the small wins of ourselves to other people?
Okay, why we don't normalize the small wins and others?
Yeah, even ourselves, like
the small wins, meaning like we accomplished something today. For example, this podcast today, we're accomplishing this. Yes. That's a small win.
Yep.
Because, like I said in the beginning, People are looking for the end result.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see what's right in front of them, what they have done, what they have made, what they have driven to.
Okay.
To get to that point. They're trying to see, okay, well, I made it to this point. What else is there?
Right. I'm trying to get to the next thing, and the next thing after that, and the next thing after that.
Yep, and I think some people get stagnant too, also, because you get in your mind, and your mind make you think, oh well, you made it to this point. You don't need to go past this now.
It's
But
easy to talk yourself out of certain
yeah.
things.
Like
Okay.
for an example, this painting business. The wife has been on my head top river dancing on it. Talking about, no, we gotta keep it going. You gotta do things different. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? We put a reel up there, you know what I'm saying? We was out bootstrapping. And basically putting flyers in mailboxes. We know, and I told her, I said, yeah, we give out 50. If I get 5 people to call me, that'll be a win.
And then I didn't say anything, but in my mind, it's like, no, you're not gonna get 5.
I know that.
And it's crazy to think, but it's like, yeah, you gotta lower your expectations. My idea was to like, let's venture out away from our own type of people and just see what happens.
But see, and that's where I kind of like get mad at, because I don't want, but like in the last episode, I said, we gotta perpetrate. We have to go and tap into the white people money, because black people are so selfish.
Like selfish, and then some black people like us, we don't have it to call somebody to do a project right now.
No.
And that could be a problem across the board. Don't nobody have money. I mean, they had the money, they're just not gonna spend it on that.
Like,
You
for
know
an
what I'm
example,
saying?
like for a real life situation, to give y'all in the perspective of like why we think the way we think. I have a neighbor, and he had a fence put up, a privacy fence. He was telling me about he was gonna get the privacy fence put up, this, that, and the other. He got it put up, boom, right? So I seen, talked to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I know you heard that you paint and everything. So I'm gonna call you next week. I'm gonna get the paint. I want you to come over and paint the fence." Because he had the other fence that wasn't painted. I'm like, all right, you just get the paint. I'm gonna get you together, right? We haven't had no rain in like almost a week. He had ample time, but now I feel like this gonna happen. Watch what I say. He gonna call me sometime next week.
I got the paint.
I got the paint. You wanna come over today and do it? No.
You gotta wait.
You gotta wait for me now. Because I gave you ample time. That's what I'm saying. Black people don't have consideration of other people's time.
No.
And that's why it's so difficult for us as a culture to celebrate the small wins. Because
it's still not good enough now.
no. And it's not. It's not. We are the most racist culture against our own race. It's ridiculous.
We do it too. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's certain things I'm not gonna ask another black person to do for me because I don't have the time. You already know what's gonna happen.
Because we know black people procrastinate.
I'm like,
promptness.
that's why I don't even like. I barely like going to the beauty shop because I get irritated when I have to wait because people's perceptions of time and your time and their time. You can't say my time don't matter. I got shit to do all the time. I'm impatient.
So I feel like that's why it's not. That's why we don't normalize the small wins, because we stabbing each other in the back, and it's rare to see somebody like. I feel like I'm one of them rare ones because I will celebrate a person win.
I
Don't
love
matter
to see
what it
other
is.
people winning. I
Don't
don't
matter
care
what it is. You did that. Damn right. Like for an example, I got a homeboy. Last podcast, we talked about the Penny Hardaway shoe, right? Boom. So he sent me a text message, and he's like, "Yeah, I got him." Some part of me was like, "You motherfucker," but the other half of me was like, "Yes, somebody know what the hell I've been talking about."
Like, you can feel like
So-
disappointed because you didn't get him, but that doesn't mean that you didn't want him to get them.
Right. Just because I didn't get it.
And that's where people get stuff misconstrued, where they be a hater like, well, I don't want them to have shit because I can't have it.
And then that's when you miss out on your blessings. Because
It's
you
all
want to
right
hate
to
on
be
somebody
happy
else.
for people.
Be
Like,
happy.
I really feel like what is this? Small progress, it should build self confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
every
Okay.
small win.
Yeah. So, what's number two? That
Well,
was a
we
long
already
one.
pretty much talked about number two.
What's that
I'm
is?
saying if life is a marathon, why do we get obsessed with the end goal? We already said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the last question, okay, what is your perception of yourself? So I'm gonna even go deeper into it real quick. What is your ideal self, your self image, and how much do you value yourself? Like your self
Ideal
esteem?
image. What was he say? Ideal image.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning what I want to see myself as.
Yeah, what's your vision and ambitions on who you want to be?
I want to be, truth be told, I want to be a person that left a legacy. And that people remember me as a person that was able to help when there was a time of help and a shoulder to lean on when it was a time to lean on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be one of them people that was left a legacy. Oh, that man wasn't trustworthy. Oh, he wasn't a man of his word. This, that, and the other. 'Cause I was always raised upon a word is a man bond. If you don't have that, you ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. That's that, and that's something I want to leave as a legacy,
Okay.
as an image, I should say. What was the second one you said?
How do you currently see and perceive yourself?
Right now, truth be told, I see myself going through a mental journey of self-fortitude.
Okay. Okay. I like
I'm
that.
trying to weed out certain things and keep certain things with me.
Okay. Lastly, how much worth and value do you believe you have?
Priceless.
Just like that. He's a rarity. He's a rarity. I agree.
See the face? Look at you. See the. You see that? Yeah. Ooh, she's hungry. She's
I hope
hungry.
y'all Oh.
So what's yours?
My
Go ahead.
ideal self,
Okay.
the vision and ambitions of who I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Who I want to be is, I guess, to be more confident in who I am.
Okay.
Like, of course, I want to be successful. Like, I want to be the person that gave good advice to people.
Okay.
Kind of like mirroring off of you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The one that can encourage people or that people look up to say, oh, I can do it too. Because I went through a lot of shit before we got to this point. I just want to be, that one. It was like, hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She did.
I feel like this is easier to be positive than negative. I'm not even saying not easier. It's a little bit more difficult mentally to think positive because we're in a negative world.
Yeah, you're being attacked every day by something different.
And that's why I try to take on most positive things and I try to weed. That's why I tell the wife all the time, don't take on somebody's negativity because that's a piece of you that you just gave to them.
And I'm learning that still.
Because sometimes people don't give a damn about how you feel, really.
No, they just want to vent and like unload their baggage off onto you.
Yep.
For you to carry it. And it ain't shit I can do about it.
And I can't carry nobody else's stuff. I got my own stuff to carry.
So like my self-image, how I currently see myself, and right now, I feel like I'm still trying to figure myself out. Like, I feel like around the age of 16, stuff happened, and I got stuck in that mindset, and I'm like, I'm trying to take all those layers of shit off.
Okay.
And
get to the core.
Yeah, and like figure out, okay, why do you keep feeling this way?
So do you think some of the things that we was taught was fictitious?
Absolutely.
We should have been, but you think, okay.
Like some of the stuff I feel like was true, right? And I had a hard time believing those things because of, you know how one person can tell you something about you.
Yeah.
And then you get 50 people telling you something different.
Okay.
So you start to believe the 50 instead of the one.
That one.
So I'm trying to unload all of what the 50 people said and learn the truth. in self-esteem, how much worth and value do I think I have? I know I'm valuable. I know because I feel like I told you yesterday how I felt kind of isolated, and knowing that there is a reason for that isolation, and it's always been like that for me. So I need to, instead of looking at it like, oh, God is punishing me for something, it's something bigger, and I just have to believe it and see it for myself.
Yeah, because I try to always. I'm finna be real with them. I'm finna put it out here. Okay. Certain things that she does, when I say certain things, she get real defensive about. I mean, I know it's your background, how what you was raised and everything, but that's not the whole point of the situation, right? Like for the boy example, boom, let's get it in. She's starting to see what I've been saying about this little niglet. Okay, little chicken McNugget, and now I told her, certain things she always defend him on, but it's like you can't continue defending him on it because I'm the head of the household, and you basically underlined everything that I'm telling you about him. You understand he's your child, but I'm in this too. I'm in his life too. Yes, his father is not stepping up to be the father, so somebody have to do it, and you can't, because he's gonna break you down. So that's, one of them situations where we got to get stronger at.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one of them situations I feel like we should keep letting the people know what happened. The progression of this little chicken McNugget.
It's weird. It's like, you can want certain things for your kids.
Yeah, but they don't.
I have to remind myself, I can't give him what I feel like I needed. I have to give him what it is that he needs. So, yeah.
Yes, that's
it's tough. And then learning that, like, okay, the more that I basically put myself last, he's going to just gonna take it and run with it. So I told myself yesterday I'm going to start being a little bit more selfish.
You want me to tell the people? I tell the people was really the breakdown situation happened.
Oh, I can tell them.
Okay,
I can
go
tell
ahead.
them. So, me and the kid has had certain conversations about showing appreciation. I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong about this too in the comments.
Please comment. Y'all need to comment.
Okay. So prior to this, it's like small shit like Christmas, Mother's Day, things like that. He would want to leave, or back in the day how we would draw our mother a homemade card and stuff, and shit like that. They don't do that anymore. Okay, no. They stopped doing that like elementary, preschool, shit like that.
Yeah.
So my son has a habit of wanting to gift the other side. It's like his father's side of the family, like aunties and grandmas and all of this stuff. Spend money on them, you know what I'm saying? Show up for them for certain things. We don't get shit.
We get asked for stuff. Can you take me here? Can you take me there?
Can you buy me
Can
this?
you buy me this?
You know what I'm saying?
Give me, let me have.
I hear you about, like, I gotta buy a gift for my auntie. Like, oh wow, really? They get store-bought gifts with the money. Mind you, we was paying you money. Like, we had part of that, giving him the allowances and stuff like that. I know he made his hustle money on the side, but it made me feel away. Like, we don't get shit. My mama don't get shit. My sister don't get anything. But mind you, you begging us for money all the time. But we don't get nothing, okay?
What have you done for us lately? That's what I always ask him.
And I told him about it. And I'm like, I wanted to make the point of our relationship isn't based on what you buy me, but because like the other side is spending money on you because they can't give you that much time because you're here 5 days a week. We're the one providing a roof on your head, over your head, food in your stomach, clothes on your back, miscellaneous stuff, making sure you're alive. You know what I'm saying? He got me an oven mitt for Christmas. Now, I didn't get mad. I was just like, all right, this cool. You know what I'm saying? You could have wrote me a handwritten note and I would have appreciated it. You know what I'm saying? It's the small shit. Thank you.
So now, the little McNugget texts her.
He texts me, my homegirl said that she would take me to Six Flags, but I had to buy my own ticket. Of course, you have to buy your own ticket.
And
So,
think, mind you, this is Mother's Day.
I asked
Day
him like
next
when
weekend.
next Sunday.
Mother's Day.
Oh, you ain't even thinking about Mother's Day, huh? But I got supposed to spend my money for you to go and spend the day with them.
I mean,
Now,
hey, we got 4 quarters, but we got to turn it into $1. Somebody got change? Oh!
and it made me feel a type of way. It's like, oh, okay, that's what I am to you.
But this is not the first time he done this. He did it last year, year before. He do it to you all the time.
So I'm finna start treating myself and putting myself first because that's what everybody else does.
I told her last. That's what I was telling her.
I'm not gonna feel no type of way.
And I've
about
been
it.
screaming that to my wife. I've been screaming that and been screaming it. Now she's starting to really see it that this little Ninja Turtle is taking advantage of your kindness.
Yep.
He using your
you
kindness
buy something,
for
call
weakness.
your auntie. The auntie that you bought her something for a birthday or whatever. Call her for some money.
Mm-hmm.
You
For
need
some money.
clothes, call them.
For some money.
Like your daddy don't really barely pay child support.
Let's
y'all
not
don't
go
do
on
nothing.
there. Let's not talk
So
about
we're
that.
not gonna, I'm not gonna let it upset me, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from now on. He'll get the necessities. Here's some food. Don't ask me to spend nothing on nothing.
You ain't got no money for you.
Go outside and cut the fucking grass.
Outside. And I'm not paying you for that neither. Go across the street. I'm not paying you. And then he got the nerve. See, this is all about the mentalness. Because this is a mental battle with these kids.
Yeah.
F them kids.
Just like that. I get it now. I get it. I used to think that was harsh, but I understand.
They're a cardinal bird. Right in the middle of the street. What's happening? Bright red too. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted. So I caught the bird. When my family members came to say, hey, what's up? You know, that's past and deceased. But anyway, yeah, back to these kids. These kids don't understand the value of a dollar. Nope. They don't understand the time, the energy, the effort it takes into making sure that you have everything you need and some of the wants.
Yeah, if I don't get any of the wants, you're not getting none of the wants.
You ain't had your nails or toes done in over how long?
Almost a year. The last time I went was August, before the Miami trip. I still got the little chip polish on my toes.
So that says something that people.
It's bad.
That says something.
The struggle has been real. So, yep, I'm splurging on my damn self. I don't care.
I told her, use that child support check to spend on you. And whenever you do get it.
We bought groceries, but... But on that note...
Yeah, also remember, hey, like I said again, we on YouTube. Go subscribe. Hit the like button. Get your notification bell.
Share, comment.
Or, like I like to say back in the day, hit the boom, hit the bow, to the boom, to the bam.
What he said.
Also, go run up bush with a brush. If you're in the St. Louis area, holla at me, man. I'm going to get you right with that paint.
We're not looking for no promoters.
No.
We're not looking for anybody to do website build. I can do that shit myself.
We can do it all ourselves.
Don't inbox me if we're not looking for followers.
Hey, but we're looking for sponsors.
We need supporters. Yeah. You send us the money.
Hey, sponsor us. We sure enough say what we got to say about you.
Yeah, so.
If you sponsor us, hey, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah. Slight bars on you.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. We out. Deuces.
Later.